The origin of burnout. Many people don't know the interesting history behind the word burnout. Dr. Herbert Freudenberger, who fled Nazi Germany, he was young with his family, came to New York, started his practice in psychology. He worked like crazy. His daughter, in an interesting interview, talked about how he worked 12-hour days in his Upper East Side practice, and then at night he would go down and spend time in the Bowery working with drug addicts. And eventually he burned himself out. He didn't know it at the time, but he woke up and couldn't move. And he said it wasn't exactly exhaustion and it wasn't exactly a depression, but it was a complete, really mental burnout that reminded him of the drug addicts that he worked with in the Bowery and how their cigarette was slowly working its way up all the way to their fingers, and they had this blank look. And he said that reminded him of burnout. And the burnout is how he wrote a book about it. He got into a lot of details around it, but ultimately he felt like a burnout was a response to stress and perfectionism. In other words, trying to be perfect in your life and your career, do everything the right way, work like crazy, achieve big goals, but not necessarily dealing with stress yourself in a productive way. And as we all know, if you don't have a way to deal with stress in your career, this of course can lead to burnout. Now, other people, and I'll explain this in other videos, have different perspectives on what actually causes burnout, including Christina Maslach, as well as who created the burnout inventory, and also the World Health Organization. So I'm going to explain this in future videos, but understand the origin came from Freudenberger. And the origin is important because it's an internal response. So something's happening externally, and Freudenberger said, hey, burnout is what's caused by our response. The good news is, if it's based on our response, we can actually do something about it. That's right, it's a response to stress. So how are you managing your stress? Are you getting exercise, sleep? Are you getting the foundational fundamentals? Are you creating white space in your workday to help you create your own personal operating system to deal with things that cause burnout?